You are, and we are the KnoItAllz, man. Welcome, KnoItAllz Nation. You are in tune to the KnoItAllz, the best sports podcast here on the internet. You know what I'm saying? We know what we talk about, we are the KnoItAllz. I'm here with my partners, my players, my player partners, my big homies. What is up, man? Tate Boy Fresh, how you do?
Ma, what's good, man? I don't know what you're talking about in the intro, man. I don't know nothing. and sound like backstage, Big G know even less because every coaching hire he's surprised about.
I'm sick. Hey, am I froze on y'all end, man? Am I froze?
You are froze. You are froze.
Lord. Let me go ahead. Y'all keep going.
It's a good side profile though.
Yeah, got the side profile going. Man, look here, man. We want you guys. We welcome you in. Everybody in the live chat. Hello. Joshua, what's good, man? The great one. Mark Malone, what's good? Craig Warlow. Thank you guys for being here in the live chat, man. We ready, man. I'm telling you, make sure that you like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch so that when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications and know that the KnoItAllz are here and we are ready to get it popping. Also, of course, our memberships are open. So if you want to be a part of the KnoItAllz Nation that we refer to and talk about, man, make sure that you go ahead, sign up, get you a membership. Definitely do that. Super chats are welcome as well. As how we keep the channel going. Definitely keep the lights on, the proverbial lights on for the channel as well. Big G, he will be back here in just a second. Man, we about to get this thing started, man. I'm excited, bro. Super Bowl, it's no football today, so the Super Bowl will be next weekend. Definitely, I don't know how I feel about the halftime show. Tate, how you feeling about the halftime show?
Man, I'm gonna give what's his name? Rabbit? Bad Rabbit?
Bad
Bunny. Bad Bunny. I ain't hip to him that much. I heard about him when he came with the Super Bowl. I guess he's real. I'm an old y'all. I'm an OG. I'm an old head, man. Yeah. I'm gonna give him a chance though. But I know my girl opening the show. Coco gonna be there. No offense, Donovan. I ain't mean like my girl like that. Donovan Mitchell, Coco Jones. She gonna be there opening the Super Bowl. I don't know if they're gonna show that, but I want to see it.
Yeah, hopefully. I wish they would. Well, welcome back, Big G. Hey man, we're about to go ahead and get this thing.
Hey Ma, you know what, man?
What's good?
Big G left and came back, and I can tell by his angle. You know what he on?
Yeah, his iPad. The thing
he's on the Apple product.
Yeah, the thing that we told him to get. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Oh, no, I'm not good. You
Apple trash."
Apple trash. And that's the most reliable thing you got. You know what I'm saying? It's the most reliable machine he got over there in his house.
Y'all tripping.
Meanwhile, no, you know who's tripping? I'm going to tell you who's tripping. Tate being at the wrong place at the wrong time. That's who's tripping. Well, look, Tate and Robert Kraft looked like they were on stage dancing with Cardi B. I don't know what Robert Kraft was thinking he was doing. But Tate watching, I don't. And was that a bathrobe on that you were watching here, bro? What's going on?
No, that's a pea coat, man. It's cold out in these streets, man. That's a pea coat, bro. But nah, we was up in Boston. I was up in there, man. And I was just trying to check Cardi B out, and I see these wild billionaire boys there, but they promised me my name would be redacted. So that's all I know.
Hey man, we're about to get this party started. We'll be right back with you. And we are back. We are ready. We are ready. Go ahead.
I don't know how Big G feel, but every week at the same time, I feel like you be trying to make me and Big G look foolish, man. in the intro, you got him all in his ghillie. You got me all up in my Savannah bananas and stuff. And the intro forever, man. You could have put us looking at something not crazy, man.
I like my ghillie. I don't give a damn what you say. I got about 2-3 ghillies. Just got a yellow one on the way. I'm about to give me a chrome one. I like my ghillie. I'm rocking with these bad babies. Huh? A chrome one. It's boss.
So it's metal.
Yeah. Got me a chrome ghillie on the way. Chrome one.
Hey, look, we revisited intro, then maybe again we might revisit that one and check it out. Eric Elgin says Kraft was dancing because Bill Belichick didn't make the Hall of Fame finalists. That is a perfect segue. We're jumping right into that. The Hall of Fame, man. Looks like number one, Bill Belichick he fell one vote short of getting in the Hall of Fame. I don't know how I feel about that, bro. I mean, when I think about Bill Belichick in general, he is one of the greatest defensive coaches to ever coach the game of football in the NFL. Started out with the Giants as a special teams coach, ended up taking over that role, made Lawrence Taylor one of the greatest. I mean, he didn't make Lawrence Taylor, but he helped. He put him in a position to be one of the greatest defensive players of all time, if not the greatest. And then, of course, we know what he did with the Patriots and Tom Brady. And they're saying that Spygate kept him out, right? I just don't know how I feel about that, man. Talk to me about that, bro.
Man, it's always something, man. Some hater always doing something, man. One person, but I think it's 50 voters, and you got to get at least 80%, so you need 40 votes. So he got 39. Yeah. So, man, it's no doubt Bill Belichick should be in the Hall of Fame, just like Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Everybody, they hold out this punishment. Man, really, for mine, I don't care what you do. Whatever you did on that field, that ain't really, I mean, but because you can judge all of us on our character and what we do, and we shouldn't be judgmental. You in the Hall of Fame, not because your works in the community, but like somebody that's the NFL Man of the Year ain't going to the Hall of Fame just off that. So, why is we holding that against somebody? Bill Belichick got the second most wins all time ever, got the most Super Bowls as a coach ever, coached the greatest defensive player, arguably in the NFL, coached the GOAT quarterback in the NFL. I mean, during his time, in his heyday, was a defensive mastermind. I mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah. A lot of it is Tate and Maud. What they did, and I'm glad they did it, is that the NFL revised how the submission of the Hall of Fame votes are done now. Because what happened is somebody threw Bill Belichick under the bus, but they didn't have enough to stand on business to say that they was the one that did it. So they're changing the way that the votes go, and now to where it's not like the secret ballot where everybody can just put one in and then you don't know where the ballot came from. Moving forward, the revitalization of the Hall of Fame balloting is changed for the good, because there's no doubt in my mind that Bill Belichick should have been a first ballot Hall of Fame coach inductee. But because of the shade treatness, and really, to be honest, a lot of people don't like Bill Belichick.
Facts.
A lot of people, a lot of coaches, a lot of players, they ain't feeling Bill Belichick.
Well, the biggest thing is the media, G.
Yeah. They hate him even worse. So somebody was being shade tree. Somebody didn't want to stand on business with what they did with their vote. And so they changed it. So
you're so on point with what you're saying, because, we all know Ken Griffey Jr. should have been a unanimous first ballot Hall of Fame. One person didn't vote for him because he's like, well, Babe Ruth, they wasn't a unanimous, so Ken shouldn't be a unanimous. Hey, look, you need to answer for that.
Correct.
We need to know who you are so we can ask you questions, because just because you have a vote, you shouldn't be able to just, leave people out there like that and say, well, you gotta, I'm not, no, come on, man, answer for your vote. Stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Stand on 10. If you feel like it, stand on 10.
Well, they don't even really have to be, and I looked this up, man, prior to, I didn't even know this was going to be a subject we was going to talk about, but I looked it up because I wanted to point it out. I didn't realize how undiscreet you actually had to be concerning voting for Hall of Fame players or coaches. Like, you could just say no and don't have to give a reason why you say no. Yeah. You don't have to like give an explanation, or you just flat out say, no, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it. And that's diabolical to me. That's not even right, man. You should have to come up with some explanation of why you don't want this particular player or coach in the Hall of Fame. And to me, they just did him wrong because he deserves to be first ballot, in my opinion.
And one person, I forget who said it. It was one of the voters. He said no to Bellichick. He said it was because of Spygate. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. I mean, you know how many people done cheated and that's in the Hall of Fame? Come on, bro. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Maud, really, to be honest, the issue wasn't the fact that he cheated. The issue is that he didn't admit it. You see what I'm saying? Like it's one thing to do it, but it's another thing to be like, I got away with it and ain't nothing you can do about it. That's the arrogance that Bellichick has. And that runs a lot of people the wrong way, bro. It runs a lot of people the wrong way because I got away with it, you know.
Let me address this, Claude. If they can prove that you have cheated, then you shouldn't be in anybody's Hall of Fame. Okay. Let's dive into that. Let's dive into that thought. Number one, take the year away that you say he cheated, right? Just take that 1 year away. Spygate. He still has 5 championships. He still coached Lawrence Taylor. You can take that one indiscretion away and say, oh, okay, this is it. But I'm going to tell you, everybody has one of those. Everybody has a skeleton in the closet. And if we're going to keep going around here with the morality bifocals and putting everybody under a microscope, then nobody's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Absolutely nobody. I mean, Lawrence Taylor was sniffing coke on the sideline.
Allegedly.
I said it. You ain't have to stop me. I got it. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, Lawrence Taylor was sniffing coke, the booger sugar, on the sidelines, getting it in. And it really ain't allegedly because he said it. Him and Hollywood Henderson both said it out their own mouth. So it's really not allegedly. I'm just saying that's getting an unfair advantage because you run around here like Superman, can't feel nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, for us to sit here and pick and choose, that's something else. Here goes G with these multiple screens. This brother here, man. That Michael Irvin, he done said out of his own mouth, you know, some of the things that he's done. Absolutely, Reginald. You know what I'm saying? Michael Irvin had a party bus. Him and Dion, they had a whole party bus for their mistresses. Had a whole
they had a few girls in the bus. The bus was for the cocaine.
Listen, I mean, so come on, man. We're not finna get on the morality thing because if that's it, then nobody should be there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, no, man. I mean, it's not about the morality thing. It's the fact that if I cheat and I beat you and then I rub it in the face and you know I cheated and they know I cheated, but I won. That's where he rubs a lot of people the wrong way.
But it's been more coaches that come forward and say everybody used to do it.
Yeah.
Facts. That's been said. Just like the steroid era in baseball. I mean, you know, you got some guys that were just better off steroids because they was better if they wasn't on steroids than guys that wasn't on steroids. They just better.
It was just better.
Steroids didn't make them better. It just enhanced it. But they enhanced Baltimore Orioles center fielder Brady Anderson hit 50 home runs. I don't think he ever hit 20 or more after that one season.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
But like I said, man, it's just the fact that he did it and he smeared it in people's face. And really, let's be clear. Until this recent girlfriend extravaganza or whatever his handler or whatever the young lady is down in North Carolina, Bill Belichick was probably the most unpersonable head coach in the history of freaking football. Bill Belichick didn't care nothing about. He walked around in half cut off sweatshirts and this, that, and that. And it looked like sometimes he might have not took a shower for like 2 days. And he go into a cave and he don't talk and deal with nobody. So he was very impersonable. He wasn't
a people person. So he lost, connectivity to people. And you need people to get you in the Hall of Fame. You need that.
Tate.
That last part G said I agree with. It don't change what I'm going to say, but he hit it right there. Whoa. He was dead on, spot on with that one when he said the last thing. But I'm going to say, now, and not that he's a bad kid, but I think he's a really good young man, but he get on my nerves. I'd rather deal with Bill Belichick than Fernando Mendoza.
Oh, yeah. No. I like Fernando. I like
him too, but that all that little fake in, because it's fake. Bill Belichick just being himself.
Yeah.
For Fernando Mendoza got media training. He even going overboard with that.
What media training he got? Because it's the most cringe thing watching Fernando Mendoza speak.
But because he's so nice, so personable, so that gets on my nerves.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I tried to tell y'all he's picky in the brain. I tried to tell y'all. Fernando Mendoza and Signetti is pinky in the brain. I tried to tell you. It's all about them taking over the world, bro. It's all about them taking over the world.
So you guys, Eli Manning not getting in, right? Do you think that this kind of pushes him back into danger zone by him not getting in? It looks like Drew Brees will be the only quarterback getting in. But, there are some quarterbacks coming that or they're on the way. There's some quarterbacks on the way that are going to challenge him for a spot. And there are only so many spots that a person can go into the NFL Hall of Fame. So do you think that this hurts Eli's chances of getting into the Hall?
He'll go next ballot. Eli will go next ballot, but he wasn't the first ballot. And I get it. Let's be clear. Out of all the Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, most people, if you say what quarterback lucked into winning a Super Bowl, we're talking about the yellow guy himself. All he likes is yellow, and he sees yellow down the field. He's just going to throw the ball to yellow every single freaking time.
Yellow.
So yellow is Odell Beckham, by the way. Odell Beckham. And then at one point, it went from being Odell Beckham to David Tyree because he said David Tyree was like Odell Beckham. Right, but he said that Tyree was like Odell Beckham. Yeah, and they all yellow. He count them all light-skinned, high yellow dudes, yellow. So he likes the color yellow, and he throw the ball to the color yellow. So they say he's on the spectrum. They say Eli is on the spectrum. I don't know if he is or he ain't. But I get it because they said he lucked into 2 Super Bowls. They said literally he lucked into Super Bowls.
Defensively, they had a really great defense, and they were able to play their way into it. But Tate, let me ask you, you think that this hurts his opportunity of getting into the Hall of Fame?
Anytime soon. He missed this year. You stand a better chance going in against Drew Brees than you do against GOAT and 7. You know what I mean?
7 getting in, 7 going in next year. And GOAT.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They both up next year, I saw.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So they ain't gonna put 3 quarterbacks in next year. Ooh. I don't know that they can't deny GOAT, man. But 7, I think 7 gets in.
7 first ballot.
Okay. That's what I think, but you never know, Big G, to use your famous words. They're diabolical. His voting.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, if we going off morality and all, that's Mr. Good Guy. What was 7 allegedly doing down in Georgia? Is he gonna get in?
7
hell, not just in Georgia. He was acting up in Findlay, Ohio. What the hell do you mean? Up the street. He was cutting up.
Boy was acting up. Give it here. Don't say nothing. Hey, look here, man. Eli has 2 rings and he beat Brady. He's the only person that beat Brady in the Super Bowl. So,
Nah. Somebody else got him, didn't they?
Mahomes
Foles got him. Foles, go tell me. Know it all.
Nick Foles did bust his group.
Got him.
Yeah. Philadelphia got him. Philadelphia got the Patriots. Brady got 3 Super Bowl losses.
Oh, okay. All right.
I accept your apology, Maud.
I didn't offer it, but okay, you're right.
I'm just, hey, no Diddy. I'm just gonna take it because I was right, you was wrong.
Hey man, that's
Eli
what Eli do.
Yeah,
Ben did the same.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Hey, I believe in 7. He a good family guy now, so we need to go to the hall for real.
But Eli, man, Eli might not get in next year, but he's a Manning. I mean, come on, man. He's a Manning. Mannings are going to the Hall of Fame. He's a Manning.
Is his dad in there?
I think his dad father is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Archie's in there. Check that out.
Sure.
But I'm almost positive Archie's in there.
The Mannings get in the Hall of Fame, bro. What you said, Tate? You mute.
I said I don't think he in. I'm gonna check real quick though.
Yeah.
Go and check that out.
But the issue is too, is that okay? So in my opinion, from my purview, Hall of Fame is based on apples to apples. What did the guys do? Is Daddy ain't in? Yep.
No Archie.
What did the guys do during your era concerning not just wins, Super Bowl trophies, stats, and everything? That's all a composite, right? And I mean, during Eli's era, Eli might have played quarterback during the greats. I mean, if you're going to say an era ever was the greats of playing quarterback in the National Football League, go back and look at the guys who was playing quarterback when Eli was a quarterback in the league. Eli played against some killers, man.
He did. Now, listen, for all intents and purposes, he may have lucked up, but he did what he had to do to get a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So forget about anything that anybody's saying. Eli earned his spot in the Hall of Fame. He earned it. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. So it's not just given because his last name is Manning. His last name is Manning, and that's a plus. But he earned his way into the Hall of Fame. Definitely did that.
So what's the number? What's the floor for yardage for a quarterback that you think makes the Super Bowl? The floor.
What do you mean? That one Super Bowls, and what's the minimum amount of yards they have to get to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, career yardage. What's the floor?
Oh, you mean
you think Eli Manning got more yards than Troy Aikman?
No, he
do.
I
think Eli got more than Troy.
Yeah, but he don't have more than Matt Ryan, who's never going to the Hall of Fame. So
Matt Ryan ain't gonna get in the Hall, dog.
No.
On character alone, Matt Ryan will eventually get in the Hall.
See, now we're bringing that into a character again. What are the qualifications? That's what I need to know.
But it changes for every person. That's the sick part about it. The sick part about it is it changes based on the individual and the qualification. I mean, Matt Ryan just got named an executive to an NFL franchise, bro. He's got high-level character stuff that NFL is going to look at. Matt Ryan is going to the league. Matty Ice is going to the league. I'm not saying first ballot, but eventually he's getting to the Hall. He's going to the Hall.
You don't think Eli could have the same job with the Giants if he wanted it, if it was available?
He make too much money with ESPN.
No, but do you think he could have the same job? That's what I'm saying.
He could. Yeah, absolutely could.
Listen. Joe Flacco's not going to the Hall, and that's 48,000 yards. He's not going. Fran Tarkenton's in the Hall. So what does Troy Aikman have? Troy Aikman is way down the list. Let me see.
Yeah, but he got chips though.
Yeah, he got several.
Eli got chips. What I'm saying.
32,942 yards.
Eli got 57. I'm on 58.
Yeah.
And Maud, unlike you, ultimately Joe Flacco might get in the Hall of Fame too. Ultimately.
They better not put Joe Flacco. That would be the biggest, come on, man.
Are you not entertained?
He almost got 50K.
Are you not entertained?
Thank you for putting G in the Matrix, bro. Like, for real. There's no way Joe Flacco is going into the Hall of Fame ever.
Am I froze again on y'all end, man?
No. You're not froze.
Well, I'm froze on my
end. You might be frozen in that Matrix.
Wait a minute. I agree with Big G on that. You agree that Joe Flacco's going to the Hall of Fame? No.
Eventually?
Never.
All right. Okay. I'm saying eventually. Don't never say never. No, because like Tate said, you don't know the criteria. You don't know the criteria. It's It should be more open and more out front about how they pick and choose to put players in the hall. We don't know the criteria. And it's really all politics, to be clear. It's politics. It's who scratches who's back, who owes who a favor, who doesn't. We just saw it. Bill Belichick didn't make the Hall of Fame.
But we know he will. But we know he will.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, man.
Claude just said if he get one more Super Bowl. That Joker like 48 years old with no team.
Yeah, I don't know who he gonna get the Super Bowl with. Let he just get on the team and ride the bus. You know what I'm saying? He just has to ride the bus.
As a QB coach, maybe.
All right, man. Look, over the week and through this past week and over the weekend, we had Senior Bowl. We had the Shrine Bowl. This is draft time. We are in, and we are locked in. The KnoItAllz right now are locked in to draft mode, and we're all looking at eventual NFL pros guys that we think are going to be pros and guys that we think are going to be a player and not just a guy, right? Over this weekend, Big G, man, I there's some guys that from the Senior Bowl and from the Shrine Bowl that I want to highlight real quick. Jennings Walker from Iowa, offensive lineman, crazy. His diet is just crazy. Mason Rigger, defensive end from Wisconsin. I think this guy is going to be third, fourth round grade. I think he moved himself up because of his injuries at Wisconsin. You know, he wasn't thought of as a real high product, but you know, after these practices and seeing every rep that he's taking, he's completely healthy. And his pedigree, he's from Wisconsin. We know about Wisconsin edges. They usually do well in the NFL. Tyron Montgomery, receiver from John Carroll. I did a piece on him. Tyron is a dog. He went from, like G said, not being drafted, probably an undrafted free agent, to this guy's going third, maybe even low second, but I think he's going to third round. He'll go
fourth round.
For me, second or the third round.
It depends on what he does in the combine. There it is.
You took my shine on that one, but you're absolutely right. Combine is gonna matter. And the last person, Taylor Green from Arkansas. What I was gonna say, the quarterback from Arkansas, Taylor Green, I think he's moved his way up into the lower fourth round. He was gonna be a 6th or 7th round guy. I'll say this, like Big G just said, and then I'm gonna throw the ball up to you so you could go ahead, slam it home. The Senior Bowl and the Shrine Bowl, to me, were auditions for being able to get invited to the combine. Now it's all about what you're going to do in shirts and shorts. Where they want to see, you know, you audition in front of everybody, see what your measurables are, and then once that happens, they're going to compare all of that to the tape. They're going to go back and watch the tape, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, Big G, man, hey, what's up, Miss Felicia? She's a member of the channel. Thank you for becoming a member. So, Big G, man, who was your big winners over this week, over the Shrine Bowl, Senior Bowl?
Well, I mean, let's just point out the obvious. Whether the Yenzies want to agree or not, the obvious thing that's going on in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is the quarterback position, right? Now, I've heard everybody and their mama talk about Will Howard, blah, 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 blah. I don't dislike Will Howard. I'm not going to throw him under the bus and say doesn't have an opportunity. But you realize, and Google me, in the past 20 years, there's only been 5 6-round draft pick quarterbacks to ever start in the NFL. So he could become number 6, but that's usually not the path of a quarterback becoming a starter in the National Football League. So I'm believing wholeheartedly that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to look at 1 of 3 quarterbacks. And one of them had a hell of a Senior Bowl. This hell of a Senior Bowl was Nussmeier. For you guys that don't know, and I've already put this out there, Doug Nussmeier coached up underneath Mike McCarthy in Green Bay. Matter of fact, McCarthy has been around Nussmeier since he was a kid. He knows the ins and outs, everything to know about him. And oh, by the way, Nussmeier just won the MVP of the Senior Bowl. So these are all things that is looking at, okay, where do we take a swing at a quarterback? Now, I got a couple other players that I think played outstanding in the Senior Bowl. The Pittsburgh linebacker, Kyle Lewis, he's a freaking dog. Let me tell y'all something. Now, he's a little undersized. Don't get me wrong. But I'm talking about an actual headhunter being able to go after a guy, play linebacker, and I think he could actually play some safety in the National Football League. He's a player. He's in that the player from South Carolina that I wanted the Steelers to draft so bad last year. I wanted the Steelers to get him, and you see what he's doing in Seattle. So I'm like, man, yeah, that's a dude. And then the other guy was Rodriguez. Rodriguez from Texas Tech University. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's an animal. There's a legitimately 6 to 7 tree stumps in this draft. And what I mean by tree stumps, a guy is 6'3" and down, between 6'3" and 6 foot tall, 330 pounds, and can play a legit zero technique, true nose tackle. And that's if we're going to run a true 3-4 defense in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we got to get a true nose. So Hunter, I don't know if he's going to be there in a second. I've seen him linked to the Chargers, picking him at 22, an overall. So I don't know, but there's some tree stumps. So there's players that I'm looking at, and I could go on and on because I like David Espinosa. I could go on and on.
You're right. There's about three. There are about 3 or 4 tree stumps. And to answer your question, Hawk Trooper, the other linebacker that I could see, he mentioned 2 of them, and I'll just put one more in there. Torian York. Yeah, Torian York helped it. He's undersized, 5'10", but he's 220, and he runs a 4.5 40. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the guy's a dog. Tate, anybody that kind of popped off the radar for you this week during Senior Bowl and Shrine Bowl?
I picked Rodriguez in our first mock. Check it out. I think I hit it on a lot. I think I went the direction a lot of Steelers people will go. But I want to talk about this Nussmeier thing. Won Senior Bowl MVP. You know who won? I don't know if he played in the game, but you know who was voted the best player at practice the East West Shrine Bowl. You kept up with it.
Offensive
quarterback.
Oh, Iowa's guy.
He won the MVP in the game because he played. K. Klubnik.
Okay,
he did. That's who won it. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I did a deep dive myself on them between the numbers. I was gonna do a thing on it. We got Nussmeier's numbers here. I want you to take a look over there to the right in 24-25. Look at his total rushing yards. His rushing yards all the way to the right. What's that say?
Negative 57. He took a lot of sacks.
A lot of sacks. And
is that his fault or the line's fault, Tate?
Well, I think at 24 they was better. 25 they was bad all around. I think they underachieved. So I mean, but he just and I think because he was sacked so much in college that he got them happy feet quarterbacks tend to get later because they've been hit so much.
Mm-hmm.
Now I look at K. Klubnik. And I look at his rush yards, and I look at his upside, his talent. He was the high school player of the year 2 years in a row.
Oh.
He's 5-star, the best quarterback coming out in this class. He's just better than Nussmeier to me. And if you could get him around the same time or later, I go with that guy. So I do think G's right. He's still going to take quarterback. I do think the relationship with McCarthy and Nussmeier, Doug Nussmeier, the dad, could be some nepotism involved in that because it always is. That's a thing. Whether we acknowledge it or not, in everything, though, not just football, in everything. You know what I mean? But pound for pound, player for player, K. Klubnik is a better prospect and better quarterback than Nussmeier. I think Nussmeier might be a better pure thrower to football. Arm talent as far as accuracy. Now, I don't think he got a stronger arm, but just I see K. Klubnik coming in playing kind of like Jackson Dart did last year. He's that kind of guy. Right.
Yeah.
So that's my comment.
I'm gonna tell you like this though, Tate. I like where your head's at on that. Jaden Greathouse that went to Notre Dame and stood out. His quarterback in high school, K. Klubnik. They are from Westlake High School here in Austin, Texas.
That's what K went.
Yeah.
He beat all the records. Drew Brees, Nick Foles, whoever was there went pro. K. Klubnik got all their records.
And I was just about. I'm glad you pointed that out because that was where I was about to go. I was about to say, typically Westlake quarterbacks do good in the NFL. So,
well, yeah, I'm gonna say this. I truly believe, and I might be dead wrong, but I think that the Steelers are looking at 3 quarterbacks, and it depends on the round. I think they're looking hard at Ty Simpson. I think they're looking hard at Nussmeier, and I think they're looking hard at Drew Aller.
They're looking close with all these guys. Everybody looking closely.
Close. And I think that if I wouldn't be shocked if the Steelers traded back from 21 and got to about 26, 27 and took a swing at Simpson if he's available. I would think Nussmeier in the second round, and we got 3 third-round picks. So I wouldn't be shocked if Drew Aller ends up being our pick. I just believe there's no way they're just going to, regardless of what Aaron Rodgers does, there's no way they're going to hand Will Howard this job. They're going to bring in competition. They're going to bring in free agent competition, and they're going to make him fight for it. Now, if he earns it, he earns it.
Yeah,
but McCarthy's going to get his guy.
And Big G, to your point, I heard Mike McCarthy on an interview before we get out to our super chat. Danny, thank you so very much. We're going to get to it. But I heard Mike McCarthy on an interview say that he liked the fact that Will Howard was a winner from K-State, and he won when it mattered at Ohio State. So he obviously took a look at him. But I'm going to be honest with you. I agree with you, Big G. I think he's going to take a flyer on his guy. He's going to bring in his guy. It just is what it is. And Tate, like I said, man, you did some solid work there, man. I mean, like I said, I can't deny it. Westlake quarterbacks just do better in the NFL. You can't deny it. You know what I'm saying? Because they just show up. Danny, JR864 said, what's your guys' opinion on Diego Pavila being under 5'10"?
He's 5'9" and 7/8. That was his official measurement. He was 5'9" and 7/8.
Listen, man. I'll let you go first, Tate, because I got some opinions, bro.
I like his moxie. I like his mentality. I mean, I think he's a tough quarterback. But come on, man. So was Johnny Manziel. You know what I mean? I'm seeing some of that. Baker came around, but this last part of the year, Bakered again. I don't think this thing will be like that forever. But them guys, man, you need to have traits. If you're going to be in the league and be a dog, you need traits.
Facts.
You need to be probably at least, I'm not saying there's never those anomalies, but you need to have traits. You need to be 6'2". You need to be 210 at least. You need to, have somewhat, you need to either be mobile to get away inside the pocket, or you need to be a pure pocket passer that sees the field with just excellent field vision and mental progression. So I think Diego Pavia at Vanderbilt made a lot of plays off schedule, a lot of throws off platform. That don't work in the league. So I'm not a big fan of him as far as the league goes. I think he'll get drafted, but I don't think it'll be till day 3. Somebody will take a flyer on him, in my opinion.
Yeah. Round 3, 4. Somebody's gonna take a flyer on. G. Diego Pavia.
How Russell Wilson work out for you? How is Kyler Murray working out for you? They can't see over the line of freaking scrimmage. Regardless of, I understand the quarterback mobility, being able to move the pocket. I understand that. But when the money's on the line, a quarterback has to be able to deliver the ball from the pocket. If he can't see over the line, he can't deliver the football. He's not going to do well. Dylan Gabriel ain't did well. He's see over the line for a scrimmage. He's 5'9" and 7/8. He's a smurf.
Wait a minute.
That's big trash. Let's go, man.
I mean, he's 5'9" and 7/8. He's a smurf. He can't see over the line of scrimmage. He will not be able to deliver the ball from the pocket. He's not, and all that running around that he does in college, try it in the NFL if you want to. You're going to get killed.
Demolished.
They're going to try to take you out of the game quickly.
Yeah.
I'll be shocked if Diego Pavia goes any faster than round 6. I'd be shocked if he goes, because you're really taking a swing at a guy whose game doesn't translate to the NFL. He's 5'9" and 7/8.
Fourth or fifth, G. I mean, it's. I don't think they're gonna do him that bad, and maybe they do. Maybe they do. Maybe it's just the peak, and people feel like you feel. Like, I'm not either smaller quarterback. I could get a Taylor Green, and who does the same thing, and who can stand in the pocket and see over the line. You're absolutely right.
Who's 6'6", 225,
and run a 4.4.
And run a 4 for that part.
He run a 4.4. He run a 4.45.
Yeah.
At 6'6". Come on, man. Come on, man.
I get it, man. I'm not mad about that.
What was it saying a few years ago? It's levels to this, man. Hey, the way Ma's standing up for him, man, I got a feeling he must be from Texas or something.
No.
Is he a Texas kid?
No.
Okay.
And I'm really not standing up for him. I'm just saying that, he was in the Heisman voting this year, but I mean, shoot, that's college.
Hell, you need to let him stand on your shoulders, man. He might be able to make it to the NFL. Because him standing on his own 2 feet, he ain't gonna make it.
And Kyler Murray got a Heisman. Baker Mayfield got a Heisman. All these little fellas. Did Doug Flutie got the Heisman?
Yeah, that's a thing. Turn him into a wide receiver.
Ain't no thing.
No.
What you talking about?
No, he'll get killed.
Well, if he runs a 4.4, he might.
He ain't running no 4.4.
He's like a 4.6 dude. He's a 4.6 dude. No, it's over. He's to the UFL or to Canada. It's over.
It's over with.
It's over.
Ma.
Yeah.
But oh well, you got gold and you gotta go.
Yeah, hey man. Oh well, if we gotta go.
He said, "What if he run a 4.4, Big G?"
No, he don't. He's a 4.6.
Both of y'all said no. I love it. That's
UFL or Canada. It's over.
That's got to be a clip.
It's
right
over.
There.
It's
got
over.
to be a clip.
He's not getting the league, Big G, but it's gonna be a 6th round, and he'll be like the boy we had this year. Who the boy we had this year? They got beat up in Ireland.
In Ireland?
Yeah, we went to Ireland. He got beat up. The quarterback.
Aaron Rodgers played in Ireland. What you talking
about?
No,
the quarterback on the team, man.
The backup quarterback. Oh, the Yenzies beat the hell out of him. What's his name, man? He's our 4th-string quarterback. I can't remember dude's name. I know you're talking about Tate. A journeyman. Yeah, they took his wallet. They took Skylar Thompson. They beat the hell out of him.
Skylar Thompson, yeah.
Yeah, they beat the hell out of Skylar Thompson.
Diego Pavia, Skylar Thompson.
Yeah, he's not playing no more, dog. He's not
they
playing.
They said he's in arena football. That's horrible.
I mean, I'm not gonna say arena, but he's UFL Connect Canada.
Oh, God.
Absolutely. I mean, matter of fact, his actual game fits Canada. If the field is larger, the hash marks are bigger, you get pre-snap. A guy can run straight at the line of scrimmage before you snap the ball. His game fits Canada. His game does not transition to the National Football League, bro.
Shout out Doug Flutie. Your game fit Canada.
Yes, absolutely.
Then come back and maybe we give you a chance if we can get a mod time machine and go back to 1990.
He's not. No, Canada. Bye.
Man. Hey man, so just switching gears, you guys, man. We definitely we had some coaching changes. Shall I go over my coaching changes first, or do y'all want to go over y'all's? I don't want to step out of bounds because Tate be like, you always trying to put her last. I'm not trying to.
What I say, you always try to make us go first, like you the headliner. That was not the headliner.
Yeah, I'm not trying to.
Hey, live chat. Tell them who the headliner is between Dallas and the Steelers.
He don't want to hear all that. We got another super chat, Maud. You see it?
Yeah, we'll definitely get to that. He said, Danny JR864, thank you again for the super chat. We really appreciate you. He said he finished 2nd in the Heisman race. Explain that.
A popularity contest in college football. And there wasn't really anybody that stepped forward to win the Heisman this year.
He was good. Tim Tebow finished 1st in the Heisman contest. How'd that work out for him?
I mean, really, to be honest, Mendoza won it by default. Mendoza won it because Julian Sand fell off a cliff at the end. Mendoza won it because Jeremiah Smith didn't do it. Yeah, Ty Simpson fell off a cliff at the end. Yep. He won it by default. That's why he was there in the balloting, Danny Jr., is because, and he's a feel-good story. You got to remember, Heisman is a popularity contest. It was a feel-good story. He took Vanderbilt from nothing to where all of a sudden they were relevant in the SEC.
He's not even better than Trinidad Chambliss, who another little fella.
No, he's not.
I can't wait till if he goes pro, I can't wait till they measure him. For all the years he's talking about, I want Trinidad. Trinidad coming in about 5'9.5",
hey, Big-G.
5'10".
I'll give him a shot for a fifth though.
At 5'10",
I'd give him a shot for a 5th round pick. I would.
I ain't giving. He need to help the petition work, and he need to go back to Ole Miss because they say he's 6 foot tall. But I talked to him. I got people down there, Tate. You know what I'm talking about. I got people very much connected to Ole Miss. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have him on the show one of these times, and he told me that boy 5'10".
Well, I won't say it's government because you won't reveal it. But shout out Bumbles.
Hey, look here, man. Look here. So the Cowboys hired Christian Parker, new defensive coordinator. And then right after that, we hired Derek Ainsley as our pass game coordinator and Ryan Smith as our secondary coach. Smith is the former Arizona Cardinals cornerback coach. Additionally, both coaches have earned and learned under the best in the collegiate ranks. Ainsley worked as a grad assistant with Nick Saban at Alabama. Definitely, he coached under Kurt Cignetti as well. Ainsley spent a year as the Raiders defensive back coach. After taking the job at Tennessee, returned back to the NFL, the Chargers defensive back coach in 21-23. Ainsley was promoted to the defensive coordinator of the role he spent one season in at the Packers in 2024. He's been there with the Packers for the last 2 years. Those are our coaching hires. The one thing I can say about this, and I've said consistently, you guys, is that I like the fact that Shadi is taking and not recycling guys. He's not bringing the same olds. He's taking guys, brand new energy, brand new innovation, and seeing what these guys have done at different levels. Now, they're from the popular coaching trees, the Nick Saban, the Kurt Cignettis, they're from those coaching trees, but they're new names. And I like that, you know what I'm saying? Because it gives you a new energy in the building, gives you a new opportunity. And these guys aren't just Johnny-come-latelys. They've actually put some skins on the wall. So that's definitely what's happening here in Cowboy land, in Cowboy Nation. Talk to me, Big G, man. When we're talking about the Cowboys hire, do you know any of those names?
Absolutely not. And I like that. I like the fact that the Dallas Cowboys are looking to develop coaches that have shown from a resume standpoint that they might be in position to help move the needle for them, right? Because listen, I understand that coaching is about relationships, and we're going to get into it when we start talking about the Steelers. But a bunch of recycles? No. So you got to give God, and it could be that Shadi has relationships with these guys. We don't know. I don't know the inside detailed information with that. And he could have some relationships with them. But I like having young coaches that are hungry, that are ingenious, that like to do things different, because they're going to work hard. They're going to work hard to put your team in position to win, because this is their shot to get an opportunity to move to the next level.
To go to
all the recycles, man, get out of here, man. Get out.
Yeah, and it just proves to me that Jerry is staying out of the kitchen at this point, and I love that. Jerry, stay out the kitchen. Tate, how you feeling about the Cowboys' new coaching hire before we jump on to the Steelers?
Well, every team has their methodology. I mean, Schottenheimer is a second-year coach. I mean, he's been around for a while, but he's second-year coach. I mean, he want to develop and get coaches under him. I mean, who knows if he got a job 10 years from now, he might bring some of them same dudes on the squad then. You know what I mean? You can't say that. But I do like the new energy, though. I mean, I'm a proponent and fan of that kind of direction I wish the Steelers went, but the way they went, I understand why they're doing what they're doing. But I didn't know Eberflus got fired, though.
Adios, muchachos.
Ran him up out of there. Hey, he was gone on Black Monday.
Quickness.
Black Monday. He was gone on
Adios,
Black
muchachos.
Monday.
Quickly.
I missed that.
Yeah, me and G laughed about that. Me and G laughed about it because he was like, "Oh, Jerry gonna take his time." Jerry did. Hey, look, he walked over there and took that key card back real fast. Let me have this.
First thing smoking. Out of here. Pack it up. Pack it up. You gone. You gone.
Yeah, and you know that's the thing. That's the thing. And as we transition to the Steelers, Eberflus was a Jerry hire. It wasn't a shoddy hire. It was a Jerry hire.
That's
so it
facts.
was the owner. It was the owner hiring his guy out of relationship, not the coach hiring his guy based upon his system. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, when a coach can hire their guy and say, hey, man, I'm going to put this guy in place because this is what I want to do offensively and defensively, that speaks wonders. Now we have the Steelers' new head coaches. G, take us through these.
Man, look at this diabolical ass list, man. I can't believe, man. And breaking news, before we jumped on the air, too, Scott Tolzien has been named the offensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers. For y'all that ain't familiar with Scott Tolzien, he's a recycled coach from the McCarthy era, being with the Dallas Cowboys. He's been down there the last couple of years with the New Orleans Saints, working for Doug Nussmeier, i.e. the Nussmeier we're talking about who's played college football. They hired Scott Tolzien as the offensive coordinator officially for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was
offensive coordinator in Senior Bowl too, and Coach Nussmeier there. But he's 38 years old. G, he ain't no old head though.
That is correct. He is a youngster. But we're gonna talk about it as we go down the list. New head coach Mike McCarthy, 62 years old. I mean, it's redundant to go over his resume of what he's done with the Dallas Cowboys and or the Green Bay Packers. But the bottom line is the boy been to one Super Bowl since 2010 and don't have that many playoff wins from 2010. So let's be perfectly clear. I'm not on the Mike Wazowski McCarthy bandwagon list right now or bandwagon list. No. Patrick Graham, defensive coordinator, comes from the Las Vegas Raiders. He's a recycled coach up underneath the McCarthy era too. McCarthy's got connection with him all the way back to the Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Offensive line coach James Campen, who is 61 years old and been out of the National Football League for the past 3 seasons, a rehire from Mike McCarthy for his days in the Green Bay Packers. Running backs coach Raymond Chiyung. Raymond Chiyung, younger guy, not an older guy, been around McCarthy. Yeah, I like him too. Out of all the hires, Maud, this is one of the first ones I actually like. I like Chiyung. I think Chiyung actually is going to get better production out of our running back room moving forward. But, you know, the offensive line and the running backs go hand in hand, right? A sensitive offensive line coach, Jerry Evans, a young guy from the New Orleans Saints. You're going to hear it over and over again, connection all the way across the board. Jason Simmons, a retread. He's from the Washington Commanders staff, but he's through Mike McCarthy when Mike McCarthy's days with the Dallas Cowboys. And who's that chief of staff coaching operations? Who's that Steve whoever? What's his name, Tate?
Skarnecki.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Skarnecki either, man. But a lot of these guys.
His dad was a beast.
Yeah, facts. That is big facts, Tate. So a lot of these guys are sort of, you know, and I hear all the little stuff people saying, we're the Packer Cowboys Steelers, you know, you see what I'm saying? But you got to understand it's based on relationships. I just wish that the Steelers would have went in a different direction. And I'm flat telling you, I'm not giving Mike McCarthy any grace. If he's going to come in and you decide to make the decision, you better go 10-7 or better. I'm not giving him no grace. And guess what happened, Yenzies? They gave him more money to hire coaches than they did Mike Tomlin.
He got more coaching staff too, Big G. Don't be mad.
Mike McCarthy ain't never had no damn coaching staff like that before. I mean, Mike Tomlin. And I ain't no Tomlin apologist, but this is another reason why I ain't giving him an inch. You better go 10-7 or better, or I got an issue. Because give Tomlin that. We'll see. But I digress because like I said, I wouldn't care if Bugs Bunny was the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers as long as we win. So I better not see nothing about no damn 5-12 or 6-11. You better go 10-7 and give me a playoff win, or we got a problem, Mike Wazowski. We got a problem.
I don't know about the playoff win, Big G, but I think 10-7 is fair because we know that's what Mike Tomlin would have did with kits and caboodles and scraps. He would have did that.
Yeah. So talk to me, Tate. How you feeling about this coach? All these coaching hires.
Put the list back up real quick, would you?
I got you.
Mike McCarthy didn't want him. It's over now. We've been through that for about a week and a half now, and it is what it is. So make the best of it. Yep. I mean, I think he's a good coach. I think he's more the same. I mean, he's experienced. The move told me the Steelers think they can still win now. You know what I mean? I think they can still win now. So you bring in an old coach's experience, let them bring because it was a shock to the Steelers that Mike Tomlin left because they was ready to run it back at least for one more year for his 20th season. They're going to roll with that. But the offense should be better, hopefully. And I'm a believer in Patrick Graham. I mean, I saw some of these podcasts, Steeler podcasts, like the Steelers should have waited on Jim Schwartz. We didn't know Jim Schwartz was going to be available to the other day, though. You just found out he just walked out the Browns building Thursday because he got mad because they hired Todd Monken, and he's still under contract with the Browns. So how long you got to wait? The Browns can be petty with him. You can't wait. You can't just wait on that. You can't wait.
Yeah.
I like Patrick Graham. I do think Schwartz is a better defensive coordinator. I think Raheem Smith is, but if they don't have relationships, he's not going to get hired. Raheem Smith would have been recycled too. So I'm okay with Patrick Graham. James Campen, me and G talked about in our chat thread. I mean, I heard people compare him to our Munchak, Big G.
He is, but he's just old as hell, Tate.
But that's why McCarthy, like you said, got the money to bring in the assistants, Jari Evans.
Yeah, he did.
Jari young. Waiting.
Yeah, Jari actually played in the league. He a young fella, Tate.
Yeah, he was a beast in the league. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why they hired him. He gonna be the ones out there showing them boys how to do the drills. He gonna get down and dirty with it, out the mud.
Yeah.
So I like that hire. You got the experience, the brains, and you got on-field experience with Jari Evans, who was an all-pro at his position. Yeah. Then we look at wide receiver coach. I don't know much about Adam Henry. I know he coached in Buffalo. I know Buffalo didn't have much to work with. Can I give
wide receivers was trash? They was trash.
Yeah, can I give him credit for developing Shakur? I don't know. He seemed to be their best receiver, and I think he overperformed for what you think you would get out of Shakur. But is that just because of the volume he was getting because they didn't have nobody else, or is that because Henry was a good coach? I like the running back coach, Chin Young, like y'all did. I like the defense assistant coming from over for the Commanders, former Steeler. He knows how it is to play in Pittsburgh. And Scarnecchia, the chief of coaching staff operations, I like him too, just because he's a football lifer, right? His dad was a coach with the Patriots under Bill Bellichick for a long time, and his dad is one of the best offensive line coaches ever to coach offensive line. I mean, considered one of the best ever. So
I say top three, Tate, all time. Top three, all time.
Him probably. Bill Callahan, because he was really good, and I don't know if I'm just going off the top of my head right now, I'm gonna throw my boy Munchak in there, but I don't know a lot about.
You about right. You about right. You in the right direction. You in the right direction. Okay. All time great coaches, absolutely.
But yeah, Ma, you can put a list down. But yeah, so I mean, it's recyclables, but we know it's about relationships. That's why I use the example with y'all boy Shoddy. I guess that's what they call him. I mean, he ain't done enough yet to get a nickname from me. Schottenheimer.
Marty Schottenheimer's son. Brian.
Marty's boy over there.
Marty's boy, Brian.
If he was like I said, if he's a coach in 10 years, he might bring some of these same guys he brought. I'm not mad at new blood, but I think McCarthy is going to mix some of that in there too, though. Tolzien is young, whether you like him or not. Tolzien come over because you're not gonna get a real coordinator because McCarthy already said he called the plays. You're not gonna get a Cliff Kingsbury or somebody experienced that's calling plays. They're not gonna come to be on there watch Mike McCarthy call plays. So Tolzien comes over and gets that experience being under, and then helping game plan ready, game script and all that. He get this opportunity.
And just let me, not for nothing, same position that Shotty had before he became the head coach at the Dallas Cowboys. So
he did. That's
not for
it's
nothing.
actually the same pathway. It's actually the same exact pathway. And Shotty ended up being the head coach for the Cowboys. So maybe Tolson, and that's how I always look at first hires. First round hires from a veteran coach. Who on the team ultimately could become a head coach? Tolson possibly could become a head coach in the National Football League, Tate.
Yeah, and that's because he's smart. He ain't done a lot, but I like the work he did last year with the rookie the Saints had.
Mm-hmm.
Shaw.
Colin Shaw is a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, that's their franchise quarterback. They've identified their franchise quarterback.
So you get him in the building with McCarthy, with him, if a new guy is drafted, if Will Howard competes and a new guy, and you bring Aaron Rodgers back, because I think that's going to happen now. And I'm not mad at it. I mean, it's going to be different scheme. Not going to have Arthur Smith. You'll get another receiver or two. I mean, so I can work with that, man. I can work with that. But I like the coaching staff as a whole. I think it's probably the best coaching staff we had in the last 8 years.
It's the best coaching staff since Cowher was there. I mean, they actually put resources, time, money, because when did we ever see where it was two tiers? I mean, you're not really going to know between Simmons and Graham who's going to be calling the defense. Even though Graham has the title, Simmons is going to be calling a lot of that defense. So it's two tiers. Tomlin never had that.
And I'll tell you another thing I like, Big G. They kept Gerald Alexander, who coached with Graham at the Raiders, who we saw noticeable better play last year from the defensive backs. And correct. I believe they brought Simmons in to be like a defensive pass game coordinator, probably more so to help with the safeties, because correct. they say Alexander really contributed him to all the corners that looked better last year. Pierre, Porter, how fast they onboarded Asante Samuel. All that's due to the coaching of Alexander.
Yeah. Well, the bottom line is this. It's obvious they're going to run it back. It's obvious for the Pittsburgh Steelers they're going to run it back. How much tweaking they're going to do to this roster, I don't look for a lot. But from a schematic standpoint, do we have the pieces to run what McCarthy wants to run from an offensive scheme, and do we have the pieces to run what Graham's going to run from the defensive scheme? That's where the tweaking comes into play. Jalen Ramsey cannot be paid $24 million to play a slot nickel. You have to get a definitely green dot middle linebacker. You need a 0 technique, 3 technique nose tackle. You need wide receivers that can run choice routes because they don't have a lot of pre-snap motion in McCarthy's offense. So you guys that are used to seeing that for the Rams and the 49ers, that's not what Mike McCarthy does. Mike McCarthy wants big, strong, fast receivers that can beat you at the line of scrimmage and a quarterback that can analyze whether or not the wide receiver beats him or not. They can choose to run an inside route, outside route, go route, comeback route. It's all choice with no pre-snap motion. So we have to have the players that can run the scheme. And I don't think from a roster standpoint we're there yet. So we'll see.
So let me ask you guys a question as we're running out of time and we're coming up on time here at the KnoItAllz podcast. You guys, what's more crucial to you if you're gonna run it back with Aaron Rodgers? Is it crucial that we get you guys get some offensive line help in the offseason?
Tate?
The offensive line is good, man. I mean, you might get a left guard depending on what happens to that position. But I think you either gonna get a guard, a new guard, or a tackle. That left side need one of the two, a tackle or a guard. Decide what you want to do. But the whole right, the center is good.
Would you draft the tackle
in the third round? Maybe it's a project tackle. He ain't gonna play next year.
But what if the Miami tackle is available?
I don't care what tackle it is. We ain't taking no tackle in the first round, in my opinion. I ain't saying we couldn't use one because you can. Now, as far as the most important thing on this whole entire team right now, man, I would agree with Big G. I think Jalen Ramsey gonna stay at safety. If he's a Steeler, he's not gonna play nickel. I think they can draft a nickel. He gonna stay at safety. And I think the most important. I agree with him with D tackle, nose tackle. They're gonna stand 3-4. You need that. I seen one mock Steelers talk, chat sports or whatever. They got them. They got the Steelers taking Caden McDonald out of Ohio State in the first round. Big G.
That's that. He's a tree stump. He's 6'3", 336. Yeah, okay. I'm with it.
I mean, I could be on board with that because you can never invest too early or too much in the D line. I do think that. But I do think with so many picks, if you do that, then you got to go receiver in the second round and one of the 3 picks in the third round with a receiver. You got to upgrade that room. The Steelers brought on board the kid. Was he out of Memphis? No, out of Wake Forest. A.T. Perry.
A.T. Perry. We remember we had him before and we let him go. Yeah, we let him go. We had him before.
He is back because
Perry's not bad. He's not bad. Let me grab A.T. Perry. He's not bad. He wasn't a really bad player.
No, he's like 6'5", 220. I mean, yeah. I mean, that lets you know how bad we are every season.
I remember in the draft. Claude Bishop, thank you for the $2, man. Thank you for the super chat. Listen, he said, Maud, does McCarthy use his tight ends? Absolutely. Yeah. We if you think about the tight end that is now over with the Houston Texans, Dalton Schultz. He used Dalton a lot. And then we had Fergie take over. Ferguson came through.
Pro Bowler.
And he was the one, Mike McCarthy was the one that pushed for the Michigan tight end. I don't like that much, but he's on the squad. So when it comes to tight ends, he loves the tight ends, and he's going to use them inside of his offense because of the simple fact that you got to think about it. When it comes down, he's all about, like G said, the choice routes, those are timing. It's easier for the tight ends to be where they're supposed to be because that's a 1-2-3 drop pass. 1-2-3 drop pass. It's right there. Chip, turn, pass. It's right there. You know what I mean?
I mean, all the way back to his days in Green Bay, he had Mercedes Lewis and Jermichael Finley.
Yep.
I mean, Jermichael Finley and Mercedes Lewis was lighting it up for the Green Bay Packers. I mean, I don't know if y'all remember that. They were lighting it up.
That is his type. I'm glad you just said that. Dalton Schultz, Fergie, those are all his types. You know what I'm saying? 6'4", 6'5" guys who can run, right? He has to see, you got to be able to run to play tight end in his system. And so
but Mercedes Lewis is just like Darnell Washington. Now, Darnell Washington is bigger, but Mercedes Lewis played at about 295 pounds.
But Darnell Washington can run.
Right, exactly. But I'm just saying and then Jermichael Finley fits the Pat Fryer move type thing, right? The middle of the field should not be lava. That should be the one hope. Hope me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, that from now on, the middle of the field is not lava for Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're going to see crossing routes in the middle if McCarthy has the players to run the scheme.
Hey, Tate, answer this question from Claude.
Muted.
That's for G.
Oh, it did say it was G. Yeah.
I don't know. Who I think is not going to make the squad is Jonnu Smith. I can see it's far move. Washington. I don't. Hayward maybe, but Jonnu's not going to make it.
New guy. Hey, what? Somebody asked the other day. Maybe it was on the homies. I don't think we was on together. Big G. Somebody. What about the dude Parium? He's still on the team?
Yeah, he's there. Yeah, from the Chargers, he's still there.
Yeah. Do we got any potential chance?
He could. I mean, but I don't think we're going to carry 4 tight ends though. I don't believe the Pittsburgh. I really do believe we're going to get a fullback.
G, I think you will, and that's something I got to talk about. Thank you so much, Claude, again for the $2. Yeah, I think you will because McCarthy. I could tell you. From the Cowboys, he's always carried 4. Always. Because it seemed like every year one was getting hurt. You know what I'm saying?
So that's 4 tight ends, 6 receivers. Same, so we'll run it back. We just got to get 6 new receivers. We got DK. I'm looking around. I'm looking around. Skowronek.
That's what I've been saying forever.
Yeah.
That's why in my mock I took 2 receivers in the first 3 picks.
I think they're going to go heavy in free agency too, Tate. I wouldn't be shocked if they draft 1 and go 2 free agent because Rodgers doesn't like throwing the ball to rookies.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went in free agency with a nice one, nice $25 million receiver.
Yeah,
$20 million maybe. Between 20.
Who?
Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk.
A lot of this stuff gonna be paid for too.
I don't know. I don't know if Brandon Ayuk is the answer to put him.
Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk.
They about to run a lot of 11 personnel. So
what about Christian Kirk?
I don't want him. He's little. I need somebody. I got that. Roman Wilson is that. Roman Wilson, Christian Kirk capable.
Exactly.
In a new system.
But Rodgers ain't gonna throw him the ball.
Hey, Claude. I do think they do now. I think they re-sign Gainwell. If they don't re-sign Gainwell, because Gainwell could outprice himself, Omar might not want to pay, but I think McCarthy, this is between Gainwell or they going to bring in your boy who Dow should have kept last year that went to the Cardinals. What's his name? Dowdell.
Rico Dowdell.
Oh, he went to Carolina.
Yeah.
Rico Dowdell.
That's one of McCarthy's boys. But I can just with the boost in the cap and the restructuring and the cuts they're gonna make, I think they got enough money if they want to give Gainwell $8 million a season, they can do it.
I mean, we're top 9 now. Hey, I love Yinzi Wojo. That's a great comment, Yinzi Wojo.
Thank you,
Alex
again,
Pierce.
Claude, for the thank you, Claude, for the $2. And then again, he said Alec Pierce.
Yes, that's a good fit. That's a good fit for McCarthy's system. That's a good fit. I'm not mad at that. And Tate, he's around that $25 million. That's a good fit.
I like Alec Pierce because of the simple fact that he reminds me of
Jordy Nelson.
No, Brandon Cooks.
Jordy Nelson.
Brandon Cooks, who
Brandon Cooks.
Let me say,
Brandon Cooks is 5'9".
Listen to what I'm saying to you. He's the type of receiver that McCarthy wants to have in the system, who can actually help take the top off of a defense. That's the type of receiver that he would go for. So Alec Pierce makes a lot of sense to me, right? But
he's more Jordy Nelson, not just because he's white either. He's more Jordy Nelson than he is Brandon Cooks, though.
But listen, what I'm saying, I'm not saying it from an archetype. I'm not saying because of the archetype, you guys. I'm saying because of the simple fact that at that point, we needed somebody to help take the top off of defense, somebody who is going to be able to push the defensive backs, which you don't have outside of Sedarius. That's what I mean by
why do you use him as an example when Jordy Nelson played for McCarthy too?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying
we have two of those guys that can do it. We have 2 guys that can take the top off the defense if they're utilized right. Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin III are sub 4.4 guys. They can do it. But I look for McCarthy to bring one of his own. I'm going to give you another name. Look for him in the draft. Zachariah Branch. I'm trying to tell you, McCarthy loves a player like Zachariah Branch, wide receiver out of Georgia, legit 4.3 dude, 4.38, 4.39. Watch Zachariah Branch might get drafted to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He can take the top off the defense. But he's still got to have those guys that can run. You need big wide receivers that can run choice routes.
Well, what about that dude Braswell out of Tennessee? You like him?
Hell no.
He doesn't like him
at
all.
No.
But
no.
Because he doesn't have a route tree. That's the reason why he don't like him. But he's
that
fast.
Boy couldn't run. He couldn't run a route to save his life.
He's super fast.
No.
And he's a big receiver, right? He like 6'3".
Yep, big, fast.
But Tate, I'm gonna tell you a sneaky, and I'm gonna leave him alone after this. I'm giving too much draft stuff away. So who's a sneaky? Because you like David Boston, Tate. I mean,
Denzel. I like David too. He played for Ohio State.
You like Denzel out of Washington. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you a sneaky we can get in a second. Might even get him in a third. Jacoby Lane, wide receiver, USC. Jacoby Lane is a route runner. He's a route runner, man. Him and Lemon, they run routes.
I like. See, me and G talked about this, and I would rather see y'all get the guy that I talked to you about and did a piece on, Tyron
Montgomery.
Yeah, I would rather see you get Tyron or Cooper from Indiana before y'all got that guy because he's frail. To me, he is
Jacoby Lane is frail?
Frail. He's
6'4", 215.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's frail. He doesn't look 215 to me.
He run hella routes.
He look 215 to me. He doesn't look 215 to me.
Yeah, he gets open. Go look at the tape. I was watching tape on Lemon, and I was like, oh, God, the other dude is better than him.
You and I had this discussion. Because we were talking about Lemon, right? And then you were like, yeah, he's a sneaky. And I was like, I don't really like him. It's the same thing. I don't really like him. He just comes off frail to me. Really comes off.
Man, Jacoby Tate, go Tate.
I know. I'm hip to him. I'm with you. But in my first mock is but Lamar talking about Lemon though. That's his comment talking about Lemon. But
I think I'm better than Mel Kiper, Claude. Put his ass in the matrix. Go ahead, Tate. I'm sorry, man.
Hey, the dude, because I got because you said like the third round, right? You can maybe get him in the third.
Yeah.
Jacoby Lane, right?
Yeah, he'll be there.
In my mock in the third, I got Malachi, what's his name from the Hurricanes?
I know dude name. I just can't call his name. I know you're talking about. I don't like him, Tate. He ain't a route runner. He ain't a route runner.
Okay.
He's a one-track guy. He's a one-track guy. He want go routes.
Okay. Because them was my two, Denzel Boston, and then that dude, the Malachi dude from the Hurricanes in the third.
That's G's thing. G, I mean, when I know when we start watching film and we start breaking players down, G wants to see you do more than the go route or stop and go or open release. He wants to see how you can get in, do a dig, definitely run a crossing pattern, run a post, a skinny post. He wants to see all of that, and he wants to see it in the route tree. And most of these receivers there's some of them who don't have it. And I'm going to tell you, I'll be honest with you. I still think that your guy from Tennessee who you brought up earlier, I think I think in the Braswell, I think it is. Yeah. I think he has a chance. G, I don't think he's not. I think he's going to be a decent receiver.
He is. Hey, but Randy Moss ain't running no route tree.
But Randy Moss ran a 4.3 and had a 42-inch vertical jump.
42.
Let's be clear.
Who told you that? It was 44. It was 44. What are you talking about?
They said at Pro Day he had a 42-inch vertical and ran a 4.3.
The boy had a 44-inch vert. Yeah.
Randy Moss, that's one of the goat cheeses of all time. Braswell, tell me
47. Says the Google machine.
Says the Google.
47.
Says the Google. Hey, and let me say this though too. If you're gonna go for that, if you guys are looking for that archetype, Malachi, and he showed himself in the Senior Bowl. Malachi Fields from Notre Dame.
Yeah,
I got to see his 40 time.
They say it's 4.5.
He was talked about. Shout out to the best dude in Steeler podcast besides G and myself, to Alan Saunders. He was talking. He was down to Senior Bowl. He was talking about Malachi Fields, and then I trust a lot of the stuff Alan Saunders has to say on Steelers now.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad at Fields. I wouldn't be mad at Fields in the third. I wouldn't be mad at him. But Tate, we got to get a big boy that can run a route.
Oh yeah, I don't want a big boy. I'm tired of these little jokers running around.
I need a big boy I need a 6'2" and up. I need about 215 that can run a route and get open.
I need DK over there 6'4", 225. I need somebody 6'3", 210 on the other side at least. That's good though.
They can run a route and get open.
It would have been nice. You know, Pickens was that guy. You know, George Pickens is
too late.
The same as far that archetype is concerned. So
it's too late.
All right, but you said Zachariah Branch. He's 5'10", but he does go 4.35.
And he listen. If we mess around and get Alex Pierce and DK Metcalf and put Zachariah Branch in the slot, we cooking with gas. And with Freiermuth
and Roman Wilson, your fourth receiver.
Yeah,
I like that.
Cooking with gas. We cooking with gas. and we'll get Alan Lazard. We'll get him on the bench, Tate.
No, I don't need him. I don't need none of them.
He'll be like the sixth. He'll be like the sixth receiver on the bench. On the bench,
gosh.
You got to get him on the bench.
Mm-hmm. He said Elijah Surratt from Indiana is probably one of the best route runners in this draft.
He is.
We can get him in the second or the third.
He is. Well, we'll see in a second, but it's 40 times now. Now it's the underwear. Now it's the underwear Olympics. It's the underwear Olympics now.
Oh, Claude said, I would trade DK if I could ASAP. Why, Claude? Before we just put you in the matrix, I just want to know why. Why would you trade DK if right now you have to upgrade the wide receiver position? Why?
And you'll get rid of your best receiver. And now you need 4 receivers. Right now you need 2 in the possible. We count spade books, but now you're gonna need 4 for sure.
For
it's
sure.
2 and a peaker. It's 2 and a peaker right now. Well, I ain't trying to go. 4 ain't gonna make it.
So, Claude, please answer that question for me, sir. I'm gonna give you a stay of amnesty away from the matrix.
He gonna pardon you, Claude.
Yeah.
Hey, the live chat said put him in the rubber room, the matrix. They calling for it right now. They calling for the Claude. Claude.
Listen.
Hey, Claude can hear you when I was a whole show without saying nothing that was off the wall, diabolical. And then you got to do it, Claude.
He tried to tell me I was Mel Kiper, Tate. He said, "What do I think? I'm Mel Kiper." Stop that.
Hey, you guys. All right, man. So parting shots, man. Let's get to it. Tate, man, I'll start with you.
Man, you know me, I really don't have anything to say. I'm always going to just, share with the people perspective. Just keep your eyes open, be aware of what's trying to go on. There's a lot of stuff going on that's intentionally distractive, intended to distract you to look the other way because there's so much other stuff going on over here, or the one big thing going on over here, and they got you looking at all these little fires they setting over there. So pay attention, be aware, and that's all I got to really say. I'm not going to get any specifics of what it's about or who it's about. If you know, you know.
Claude, first of all, Reginald Rivers said, go shovel some snow. Wow. DK, Claude said DK is more than a crash. He's more of a crash out than Pickens ever was.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, that was
That's why they hired Dante Scarnecchia's son to the staff to keep players over on the bench and get away from the crowd, the stands.
Yeah. Hey, so talk to me, G. Parting shots, brother.
My parting shot is this, man. It's still football season, whether you realize it or not. We got 1 week to the Super Bowl, which is this Sunday coming, but it's really not off season. Free agency starts March 11th, but they can start negotiation contracts the week before. Free agent frenzy is going to be hectic this year. We got a graphic that we're going to put up on one of these shows. We see that the money that's available for the teams right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are somewhere around 7 or 8 with money available. A couple of renegotiations, maybe getting rid of Patrick Queen and renegotiating Traylon Ramsey's contract. We cooking with gas and top 5 free agency money. So if I've already seen the Steelers devote money and dollars towards coaching, I would have to be under the idea that they're going to devote money towards free agencies, because free agency determines what you do in the draft. So I'm as far as coverage for me on all the different platforms that I'm on, all the different shows, it ain't football season, ain't over with for me till about the end of April going into May. We get a little break for about 30 days and then it's right back at the lab again. But right now, you're building a championship team off of what you do now with coaching, free agency, and the draft. So that's my thing, and that's what I'm rocking with. And please, Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't want you to be bad. I don't want to hate on Mike McCarthy. I don't want to do that. I want to win a Super Bowl trophy. So if you're going to allocate resources, give him what he needs in free agency, give him what he needs in the draft, and let's go for it. Let's go for it. If we want to run it back like that, let's go for it. And TJ, don't be so damn stubborn. If you're going to run in a 3-4, you ain't going to sit in one spot, or you might be traded. So I listen. I'm excited a little bit. I was pissed. I'm coming past being pissed. I'm starting to be like, okay, maybe we got a shot because I'm starting to see them allocate resources. So if they allocate that for free agency and they allocate that for the draft, then I'm okay. I'm okay.
Hey, two things real quick before you go, Maud. Big G, I agree with you. on the homies Friday night, B Dirt said Mike McCarthy look unhealthy.
I mean, he looked like Mike Wazowski. I already told you why I call him Mike Wazowski. He looked like the Boston Incorporated Mike Wazowskis.
And my question is, because by the time we do another show, depending on when we do it, because we not competing with the Super Bowl next week. Y'all need to tell these people when they can find us next week.
Oh yeah,
yeah. We'll definitely talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that. One thing I wanted to say is, and football is not done. Draft time is upon us, and me, G, and you're gonna see Tate lean more into the draft as well this year. Just putting up some draft content. You're gonna see Sarah C on some draft content. We are gonna spam you guys on draft content because of the simple fact that where do you get your next player from? Where are you going to get your next all-pro from? They're coming out of this draft. You're going to see a lot of players that are supporting roles on your team, and your team, and I've said this all the time, G, am I lying? I said that your team is only as good as your second and third teamers. Your team's only as good as your second and third
53-man roster is critical to winning.
Yeah.
The two best teams with the two best 53-man rosters are playing in the Super Bowl.
Because guess what? Guess what's going to happen in football? People are going to get hurt. It is what it is. People are going to miss time. So because you're going to miss time, you need to put together the best group of individuals for your squad, right? You need to do it. And the thing that we're hanging Mike McCarthy out to dry for relationships, that's what he saw, right? And that's what he builds off of. What did Shotty see? Shotty saw family. And that's what Shotty builds off of. Shotty is building a family. Right now, he's spending time with each and every one of his starting players. Each one of them every day. He's going through spending time. That's building that relationship. That's building that camaraderie. You got to do it. So people do what they see and what they saw and what they've learned. So let's not hang them out to dry until we get an opportunity to see what they're going to do. Yeah, we've lived through McCarthy, but McCarthy gave us 3 years with 12 wins. I don't know who's not going to be happy about that, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, we didn't win a playoff game, but man, we didn't suck. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, you know, it wasn't horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all beat Tom Brady's last game, didn't you? Was that McCarthy?
Yeah, that was McCarthy. Yep. Yep. So it's one of those things where I'm not mad about that. Basketball's coming. It's fixing to get interesting because we think Giannis is about to be traded. So we're about to look and see what the NBA landscape is going to look like. And these young fellas is really tearing the league apart right now. So we're going to talk about that. That's coming as well. We have a new show. We have a new segment that is coming. It's not new, but it's newish. We're definitely doing our greatest of segment. That's gonna happen 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time as well. Definitely our Mount Rushmore segment. That's gonna happen every Monday from here on out. You're going to get that. We got a new one coming, Greatest Rapper Actors. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about it. Me and Tate explored this subject, and I'm telling you, it's really a great one. You're not going to want to miss it. Turn your notification bells on so that you can get those notifications, and you know when we upload the show, it's going to be there, and you'll be able to definitely get it. I have to get Claude's super chat here. He said, thoughts on Sean Payton dissing Bo Nix. I didn't see it.
He shot as normal.
What did he say?
He dogged him out. He said that it was atypically going to happen based on his history of injury, that it was inevitable with the way he plays, he was going to get hurt, and it cost him an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl. He shot as normal. He did the same thing to Drew Brees.
That's what I'm saying. I think Sean Payton just Sean Payton. I don't think he was dissing. I think he just was being himself.
He shot as normal.
And Bo Nix called his own press conference and refuted a lot of this stuff. Like, I'll be fine. Nothing's wrong with me. It's not career lingering or nothing like that. I mean, Sean Payton, I don't think he didn't go to do that. He just asked a question. He just answered and shared too much, you know. But I don't think it'll be because they need each other. You know what I mean? I mean, Bo Nix, Sean Payton helped develop Bo Nix to what he looks like right now.
He sneak dissing. And you're right.
He always do that, but that's Sean Payton. He is Sean Payton. That's what I'm saying.
He's a
Sean Payton. That's Sean Payton.
Like G said that he shot as normal. He's a sneak disser. You know what I'm saying?
Some people call it passive aggressive. That's what it is.
That's correct.
And where I'm from, we call it sneak dissing. You know what I'm saying? But you're doing it on the cool. You know what I'm saying? On the cool, just being messy. But yeah, so like I said, we have at 12 o'clock tomorrow. Make sure that you check the KnoItAllz. Make sure, like I said, make sure that your notifications are on. And also, if you would like to be a member, make sure that you like and subscribe. The memberships are open, just like the super chats. We'll definitely have some content there that is there specifically for our members. We're giving you a lot of this draft content, our mock drafts. Some of those we're going to, like the 1.0 that's coming, you're going to get a 1.0, you're going to get a 2.0, and you're going to get a 3.0. The ones in between are only going to be given for the memberships. But, like I said, me, G, Tate, will all do our draft, our mock drafts like we do every year. We will have, I don't know, G may be on location, but we're still going to do our draft show. That's coming. We do our draft show every year, and we're going to still continue to do that. You guys, have I missed anything? Oh, we got the 2 shows coming up this week from Big-G. First, we got Level Up coming up. Level Up. G, tell us about that.
The Level Up podcast is Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, man, this is chess, not checkers. We're going to not just talk about what Cignetti was able to do, but the duplication process that you've seen in college football and how the next team, in order to win the national championship, will have to duplicate what Cignetti did. People need pieces. People need players. You saw composite rankings that just came out, maybe the final composite rankings of the draft classes, of the incoming freshman class as well as portal classes. And we're going to see who's at the top. And I'm telling you right now, that team in the middle with that purple and gold is not to be played with. The LSU Tigers have a serious squad. So make sure you check out myself, Sarah C. and Teresa B. tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live exclusively on the KnoItAllz podcast channel on YouTube. And then, of course, Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Y'all got a banger for you, right? Keeping it 100, live at noonday podcast, interacting with the social media platform. Everybody is going to be in the live chat. We had a lot of talk today about DK Metcalf. Well, this week, we gonna discuss and keep it at 100. Is DK Metcalf the guy? Is he a dude? Or is he just a jag? Is he another guy that's expendable? And does he actually fit the scheme for the Pittsburgh Steelers moving forward for the 2026 campaign? Once again, check me out live exclusively on the YouTube channel, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the KnoItAllz channel on Tuesday. And I'll be back that evening for the big show with my boy Big B.
Yeah, Danny JR 864 said he's a dude. Claude said he's just a guy.
Well, we're gonna debate it on Tuesday.
Hawk Trooper said he ain't a true wide receiver. That's not true. He is. I won't put you in the matrix. I won't put you in the matrix for that, but it's not true. He is a wide receiver.
Mine stopped on Tuesday. However, because I get more busy Wednesday, I'll plug my own shows.
Facts.
Smash the Gas on Wednesday at 7:15. We'll be talking about the Rooneys and the succession plan. Is it time for Art 2 to get out of here and let Dan take Big-G? And I found out the first Dan is Art's son. Yep. The second Art is Dan's son. And then Art the second, that's Art's second son.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's 4 generations. 4 generations.
Yeah.
I was kind of confused with all the names. But we're going to talk about the Rooney succession plan. Then on Pump Your Brakes, me and Shannon going to talk about what's next, the Steelers process from the coaching to the hires to, just what the Steelers need to do roster management, why, what we looking for in free agency. Just all the all-season stuff, like in one quick show, talk about really what we need to do. Then after that, me and my girl Devin to be on, and it's new now. We went from the night shift. We get so much participation. You guys ask a lot of questions. We just made the coast-to-coast Q&A. So we'll be there. We'll talk about some of the same stuff we talked about in the earlier shows, but we'll be there to answer all you guys' questions and stuff. That's all Wednesday. Thursday, we got the Jag 2G guys. And yeah, Maud, I'm a Jag, or Big G, I'm a Jag. I'm just a guy. But we're gonna be on there. We're gonna talk about sports media and how all these former professional athletes and stuff have turned sports media and podcasting and just into a platform where these guys are getting paid. So we got that too. And like Ma said, tomorrow we have the releasing the greatest rapper actor show, the greatest of. So check that out. It was real fun doing it. And that's what we have coming for this week. But you never know, we might surprise you with some too. So
might surprise you guys. But I couldn't be working with a better crew, you guys. Man, I appreciate Big G and Tate's efforts. Big G, I definitely am excited because you and I got some new content coming as well, or on the way as well.
Yeah, but then, I was gonna say, if you used the word "coming" a whole lot. Like, I can count at least 25 times you said tonight.
I work with kids, bro. Like,
you fix it yourself. You made it obvious again.
I work with kids. Hey, listen,
you just skeeting everywhere.
Unbelievable, man.
Diabolical.
Hey, you guys got anything before we go ahead and wrap up the show?
No, man. No, great show. Thank all you guys for rocking with us. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Smash the like button. Become a member. Become a subscriber. Anything you do that supports the KnoItAllz channel continues to help us grow. So make sure you please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, become a subscriber, become a member of the KnoItAllz podcast. Like we said, we got great content coming later on up the road. We're going to have even merchandise that's coming out, sweatshirts and T-shirts. So please become a member and subscribe to KnoItAllz Nation and become part of the live chat channel, the podcast channel, and the viewership channel. Thanks again for supporting the KnoItAllz, the KnoItAllz podcast channel for sure.
Hey, Big G. Oh, he fixed it. He lucky right there. He told Maud you can have a better crew. Then he just said, "Great show as usual, gentlemen." I was about to ask you want to meet up in Hagerstown and put hands on somebody up there in Hagerstown, Maryland.
Hey, look, you guys. I want to make sure that I speak about this for real. I love the people who are in our chat and part of KnoItAllz Nation. Thank you for your support. Like I said, on the membership side, I have to stress this. We are about to put in man hours into making sure that you have a lot of draft content and that you guys are super informed. When people get drafted this year, you guys are gonna know who this person is. Mostly, unless people they just throw us for a loop, because we're really finna get in depth. And it's some players that you should know. Tate has a great some great content that he's gonna put up. Players you should know from the Steelers' vantage point as far as the draft is concerned. Me and G, of course, we're about to get in and really go in on the drafting on the players that are in this draft. So and on draft
somebody got to be the steward and the keeper of the basketball side of things. So don't let them act like I ain't doing nothing.
So yeah, no, he's definitely gonna have that content. But make sure on the membership side, check it daily. I'm putting up content daily. There's content going up. We appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for being a part of the KnoItAllz Nation. We will catch you guys same bad time, same bad channel. We are out of here. Peace.